Welcome to Peacock NBA Monday, presented by Xfinity.
It's a pleasure to be in Memphis, Tennessee on Beale Street at FedEx Forum for Peacock NBA Monday. Tonight, the Minnesota Timberwolves, 5th place in the Western Conference, take on the Memphis Grizzlies coming in at 12th in the West. They've been sliding out of play-in tournament territory. They're hoping for a pick-me-up from the home crowd after falling here against these Minnesota Timberwolves in a game on Saturday night. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of Peacock NBA Monday. I'm Mark Followell. I'll be joined in a moment by Austin Rivers and Robbie Hummel. This, of course, is one of our on-the-bench games where you get outstanding analysis. Austin will be embedded with the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight, and, of course, immersed in the bench is Robbie Hummel. And we'll get all sort of perspective, what's happening during timeouts, during huddles, and everything you could want to know about both of those respective teams. And it's teams right now going in different directions. Minnesota, they've turned things around after a recent 5-game losing streak. They've won 4 in a row, starting with a victory on Peacock NBA Monday last week against Golden State, and that's continued with victories against Dallas on the road, Oklahoma City at home, and then by 17 points here against Memphis on Saturday night. Meanwhile, Memphis, there's been an icy grip of weather in the Mid-South, and right now, I regret to inform you, that's how the Grizzlies are playing. They've lost 6 consecutive games to fall to 11 games below 500 at 18-29 going into play tonight. Of course, throughout tonight, again, we'll get the perspective of the analyst, but also they've got the perspective of the players, as we'll hear from both sides first. Let's start with Austin Rivers, who a moment ago caught up with Bones Highland of the Timberwolves.
Here with Bones. Bones, what are some of the challenges? You guys just played this team Saturday, just beat them. What are some of the challenges when you play a team back-to-back, mid-season? It's a little awkward. You guys have been here for, what, 3-4 days? Yeah. What's the mindset right now?
Honestly, you know, they got new guys playing today. Mainly their main guys. Jaren Jackson Jr. is back tonight, so it's a different game plan. They had a lot of different guys playing, so it was kind of tough for the game plan. We had a different game plan, but tonight I feel like game plan is surrounded by him. So we got a different approach. We got to come out with this win tonight.
As far as you go, your minutes, your plays just continue to grow this season as you continue to etch out your role in this team. What's the focus for you just coming off the bench, bringing that energy every night?
Honestly, man, just trying to provide the spark off the bench, provide energy, provide pace. Just provide that juice, man. I feel like that's what we're missing. I feel like that's what I provide. So coming in the game, trying to change the game, provide shooting, and provide getting pace downhill, create for my teammates and myself. Just provide a different look.
In terms of providing, I've been on the bench with you guys 3 times now this year. You guys are undefeated with me. Are you looking forward to me being on the bench and providing my energy that I usually bring?
Yeah.
My guy.
Always,
you heard it here first, man. Hey, best of luck. Stay safe. Over to you, Robbie. The good luck charm.
Ty, I know it's a long wait to make your season debut, but you finally do it on Saturday. What did it feel like to get back out there on the court?
I mean, anytime you're away from the game for that long, you get to play. You're just excited to be out there. You know, great group of teammates, great coaching staff. So it was awesome to make the return with them. They made it feel special. And now we're just back to business.
You know, injuries have been a big story over these last 6 games, but the defense has had a little bit of a slide as well. How do you guys clean that up?
Just got to keep playing hard. I mean, it's not an effort thing. It's more of a mental. We have a few mental lapses throughout the course of the game that we're trying to clean up. And, you know, it's all of us. We just got to keep working together every day. Every time we get an opportunity to practice, watch film, and shoot around. Just give our mental focus to that and try to clean it up.
Weird part of the schedule. You saw these guys on Saturday here in this same building. How do you get a different result tonight?
I mean, you kind of treat it like a playoff series when you get this in the regular season. You know, you get the same look twice. If you're fortunate enough to make the playoffs, you know, you got to beat a team 4 times. So kind of, you know, make adjustments in the previous game and go at them again.
Thanks, Todd. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thanks, Robbie. Great interviews by both Austin and Robbie. We're on Beale Street at FedEx Forum. And we'll be back right after this for the Grizzlies and Timberwolves lineups and tip-off on Peacock NBA Monday, presented by Xfinity. Let's check out tonight's live line. It's the first of 15. Timberwolves minus 135, Grizzlies plus 110. DraftKings is the #1 sportsbook for live betting. To get in on the action, download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. The bridge over Old Man River. It's mighty cold on the banks of the mighty Mississippi right now as It has been a frigid week in Memphis. In the background, you see the old home of the Grizzlies, the Pyramid. This, of course, is the Grizzlies' home over the last 20 years, FedEx Forum. Let's look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. The introduction of the lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a different starting lineup tonight. It is their 17th different starting this season. Meanwhile, the lineup for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's the most used starting five for any team in the NBA tonight, the 38th time that this group has been together as a starting quintet for Minnesota. Speaking of DiVincenzo, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. 18-29, the record for Memphis. Minnesota is 31-19. Of course, this is on the bench tonight here on Peacock. We'll hear our analyst on the bench, and back in familiar territory tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves again is Austin Rivers. Austin.
Yeah, this team is 33-19. They're red hot right now, 4 in a row, coming off of a 5-loss losing streak. That's kind of been their season. It's been up and down, a slow, steady up climb. But lately, they're red hot. Talking to Finchie before the game, he loves the way this team is playing right now. The ball is popping, and it starts with Anthony Edwards, not forcing, letting the game come to him, but knowing when to be assertive and pick up his offense. This team is playing their best basketball of the season. So right now, look out for the Timberwolves to close out 2 in a row against this Memphis Grizzlies. Over to you, Robbie.
Well, and on the Memphis side of things, certainly injuries have been the story for the course of this season. But over the last 6 games, the defense has taken a little bit of a step back. They're giving up 120 points per game. That's good for 28th in the NBA. The good news is Jaren Jackson is back tonight. In the meeting between the two teams back in December, he was phenomenal. Not just offensively, he scores 28 points, but the way he guarded Julius Randle. Saturday, 4 guys for the Timberwolves give you 20 points. Defense has got to be a little bit better, but getting Jaren Jackson back in the fold helps a lot, Mark.
Robbie, he added 12 rebounds in that game as well, along with those 21 points in their meeting in December. 19 points, nearly 6 rebounds, and 10th in the league in block shots at 1.5 a game. The numbers this year for Jaren Jackson. Previously an all-star twice in his career. These two teams, as we've chronicled, met on Saturday night. It's one of those baseball-style series with Memphis hosting Minnesota in consecutive games. Minnesota won 131-114 on Saturday night. Timberwolves took an 11-point lead in the late first quarter, went up 16 in the second quarter, and the game was never closer than 6 points after that. Minnesota led by as many as 22. Anthony Edwards really set a tone scoring the ball in the first and third quarters of that game, as he had 12 in the first and 13 in the third. It's Memphis who controls the opening tip. The Grizzlies come into tonight's game just 9-15 at home this year.